Hi, I'm Matt Rodrigues, and I'm here in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. It kind of fascinates me the history that Rhode Island has. It's the 13th colony, and not too long ago, 200 years ago, it was a different state altogether. We go about our day-to-day lives, getting our Dunkin' Donuts, our Frappuccinos, and we don't think about what was here. I'm here with Frank Gribb, who is currently working on article, not sure what it's going to be quite yet, maybe even a book, on a hospital that was here during the Civil War in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Hi Frank, how are you?
Hi Matt, how are you?
Very, very good. Now tell us, what was here? Right now I see a bunch of boats and it looks like there's some yachts.
First of all, there's very few people from the Quidnick Island and Portsmouth in particular that really know what went on here. But behind me was a major Civil War hospital that was basically established in 1862. There were approximately 1,500, sometimes as high as 2,500 invalid soldiers who were brought in from the battlefields of the Peninsula Campaign in Virginia and also from Gettysburg. But that's exactly what it was, and it stayed a hospital for 3 years.
It's kind of crazy to envision bodies and sick people coming in through this area, and now all we have are these ships.
You have to envision this place as it was in the 1860s. The first batch of soldiers came in on 2 steamers in the afternoon and the evening. The place was totally unprepared. There were no buildings or anything. You're talking 1,457 convalescents, invalids who were sick or wounded. They come down the bay. It takes them 2 days to empty the steamers of all of the soldiers that are on. Several died on the steamers in transport too, but within that first week, because there were no buildings set up, over 20 died. Now,
so this was basically not even a hospital when they started bringing these bodies here.
No,
or these.
It was intended to be a hospital, and they built buildings after the fact when the people from the local towns of Middletown and Newport and some of the Portsmouth citizens complained about how truly bad the conditions were here and unprepared to accept all of these troops as a hospital.
What are you doing? So they were kind of pushed into this. It's just they had all these bodies and they kind of built the buildings around them almost.
That's exactly what happened. There was nothing to come down here and see, nothing but white tents scattered all over the grounds where soldiers had to be. Now this was one of the hottest days in July 1862 when they came here. Think about the several days they spent on board the vessels on different floors and how hot it got.
And we're not even talking modern day times. This is 200 years ago.
Well, when you add the antiquated medicine
disgusting.
of the time and the practices on top of no
they
facilities.
Barely had anesthesia.
That's it was a very difficult place to be. The middle here, what you see, was basically where the resort hotel used to be. Right there, right. It's a 3-story building. That was used as an administration building. And then on the right and the left are the ward buildings, and there were 14 on each side.
The wards are where they would place the patients.
Exactly. That's where the beds were. As we were coming down the hill, Matt, what you saw was several buildings that were the bakery, the mess hall, the quartermaster area, one they called the knapsack. And along the waters, there were basic sheds. There were latrines out here. And different sheds to do different kinds of chores.
They basically created a community down here to sustain itself.
It had to be a community. When you had as many as 2,000 plus people here, it was self-supporting.
What's the next step for you with this project?
Well, I'm still putting together the article where I've done some research and I'm still gathering research. I just basically started as an article. It may in fact end up as an article, but it also could end up as a book if I get enough about it that I think people would be interested in reading.
Well, very good. We look forward to that, and you're going to let me know, and we'll post it on the blog, and we'll sell lots of copies. We'll be like Oprah. And that's it, folks. There's more history than you know in Rhode Island, and I put out a challenge for you to investigate that. Have a great day. I'm Matthew Rodrigues for The Road Show.